Hello there and welcome to Linux S2O, and in this Linux tutorial for beginners I'm going to show you how you can efficiently use history command to maximize your CLI experience. As a human being we are not very good with the commands. We have to remember so many commands, that's why we forget those commands and we have to constantly look into those commands in order to execute them. But Linux shell keeps record of all the commands that you execute in it, and we can take the advantage of that. So I'm going to show you how you can efficiently use history command in a Linux distribution. So I'm going to open the terminal here. So this is the terminal, and I'm going to list the content of a file. So to list the content of a file you can type cat and then the file name. So the file is in the home directory, so I will type this tilde sign I think, and then slash and then dot, basically the file name. So it's bash history and I will hit enter. So this will give me the content of that file. So basically these are the list of commands that I have executed so far in the system, and you can also use other commands to view the file very easily. For example, you can type here less and the file name basically, and you can go through all the commands using the arrow keys up and down. Basically I can quit out of it by typing Q, and let me clear the terminal. So those were the commands, and I can also use the history command basically to view all the commands, but this time all the commands are numbered, and they are numbered for a reason. For example, if you want to execute any specific command from here, you can do that using the bang. So for example, if I want to execute, for example, let's say I want to execute this command here. This is 257 and this is who is linuxs2o.com. So I can execute this command by basically typing bang and 257, and this will execute that command automatically. So I don't have to type that command because it has executed that command. So if I type history again, you can see I had executed that command, and the last command that we had executed is history. So these all commands are being stored in this file that we viewed later. If you hit Ctrl H and go to bash.history, so this is the file, but this file only gets updated when we close the shell. So the last command we can see is this one, because we had not closed this shell yet, so that is why it is not reflecting these all commands that we have done so far. So for example, if I close the shell and this is saying an update is available, if I click reload, then you can see the last executed commands are added in this file. So that way you can basically go through the commands that you have previously executed in the system, and if you are not able to remember a particular command but you know like it starts with a certain word or character, then you can also search for that command. So you can use the classical piping method. So you can type history, and for example you want to search for something new fetch, so you can pipe this command to grep, and I can type neo because I don't know the whole word, and I can hit enter. So this will list all the commands that contained these characters. So these all commands containing these characters, that is why it has listed that. And you can also use Ctrl R to search for a command. For example, I'm searching for a Radeon command. So Radeon, so this is saying like there is a command by Radeon, so I can hit enter and I can see the command. Basically I can execute the command. So that way you can basically search for a particular command and execute that very fast basically. But sometimes we want to remove all the commands from the history, and that can be done. So currently if I type history, this will list around 580 commands that I have executed so far. But if I want to clear all the commands, I can do that using history, and I will specify hyphen and C as a parameter, and I will hit enter. So this will clear the history. So if I type history again and I can hit enter, and there is only one entry now, that is history. So if I execute the history again, I can type bang and 1, it will execute that command again basically. So this is how you can use the history utility and execute commands efficiently on a Linux environment. So that was it in this video. I hope you find it helpful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this tutorial, and I'll catch you in the next one.